So I was pretty excited when the association reached out and contacted us at Eastern and wanted to explore the possibility of establishing a partnership so that we could provide meaningful learning opportunities for our students and at the same time provide some staff support to the smaller communities in Eastern Washington that may have little or no staff but could greatly benefit from some timely assistance. So it's a natural partnership, and it's an excellent one, and has really worked out well for the students. Mike Rizzatello, the new city administrator, called from Colfax and said, I'm new to this position and we have a lot of work that we need to do, and I've had the opportunity to work with students in the past, and I'm wondering if there's a way that the students at Eastern Washington University could be of help.
The city has great potential, but it needed a plan to really realize its full potential, and we're a small community with limited means. But one of the things I've learned is that we're surrounded by great educational institutions around here, so even with our limited means to essentially talk with the various institutions and see ways of partnerships.
The students in this particular project went about gathering data and information, analyzing that information, and they did that for every one of the city parks. And they established a format where they could present that information in a way that was very user-friendly, so at a glance the city staff or Parks Board or City Council could look and see exactly what is the status of each park, what are the condition of the facilities the students provided for each park, identified some management issues and needs that those parks had, and had some recommendations that the city may want to consider. And then at the end they had an overall set of recommendations and established a format that the city could use that would enable the city to have an updated capital facilities plan for all of their park improvements, and could think about how they're going to use their limited city resources and program those resources over time to get the greatest return on investment in their parks. One of the main features of Schmuck Park is a swimming pool that happens to be right near the shores of the Colfax River. Several years ago in a flood event, the water table rose, and actually the swimming pool had floated a bit and then settled and had cracked in a number of places. That plus its age resulted in the swimming pool having some substantial leaks, all of which were going into the Colfax River.
Both presentations I thought were incredibly detailed and brought out some ideas that we had never thought of, but specifically on the Schmuck Park one, you know, they have a very small footprint and we have a lot of activities and a lot of ideas put into one little area around the school and the pool and the park and the track and the bus barn and everything else. And just to see, you know, 3 or 4 different ideas that come out of that, and some options that we can have, that we can start formulate. Maybe we'll come up with something that's completely different that incorporates a little bit from each of those 4 ideas. But it just gives us some great out-of-the-box thinking and some ideas that we have never thought of, rerouting the roads and different things like that. So it's just, again, a great starting point for us. Gives us a great opportunity to validate what's gone on with the students, but really to even take that to the next level. But again, it's not too far to take it, because it's a really, really good working document.
I think the most beneficial aspect of the project was taking all the theory, all the book work, all the learning that we've done over the last 2 years and applying it in a real world scenario. It was really interesting acting as consultants or being consultants for Colfax and learning sort of the dynamic between working with the municipality, preparing a plan, working with a group of people with different skills, different personalities, and I think that was a really rewarding experience as far as putting the plan together went.
I was very impressed with the professionalism of the students, their thoroughness in learning about the parks and the plans that were already in place and how to evolve those plans. I was very impressed, and it gives us something to start from. This really takes it to the next level, which is what we need. So again, very impressed with the students and their work. Whoever hires those students is going to have a good employee.